Hello everybody, welcome back to another Train Sim World 5 video. It's part 2 of our run from Boston over to Worcester in the lovely F40PH-3, which you can see just looking stunning right there. So let's hop in. We're at Auburndale at the moment. So in this episode we'll probably go as far as, let's have a look. Probably go to Framingham or Ashland. Probably over to Ashland actually. So let's get the doors shut and let's continue the journey. So if you haven't seen part 1, feel free to go back and have a look at part 1. That took us from Boston south to where we are now, Auburndale. Right, let's get going. Sort of took us through Boston, but now this is the last stop within Boston, or at least looking at Google Maps, it looks to be sort of the last proper stop within the confines of the city. And behind us we got the double-decker coaches, all double-decker coaches. We haven't got any singles in there. Let's go. Up to 45. Then we got the Wellesley stations, Wellesley Farms, Wellesley Hills, and then Wellesley Square. And then you got the Natick, Natick Centre, West Natick, Framingham. After that, so we got a nice little journey ahead of us. On this part, should be good. So yeah, sit back, relax, and enjoy the journey. And we are doing it huddless as well, so being a bit risky, considering we haven't done a huddless run going in this direction, and we haven't done a huddless run past Ashland. So after Ashland, that's where it's going to get a bit sticky. Things might go wrong, but it's fine. It's all good fun. Right, assuming we're going to be coming, we're going to come across here, which is 45 must be. Yeah. So now back onto the right line. Reason we had to cross over is because Newtonville, West Newton and Auburndale, they only have platforms on the Boston bound side, so you've got to sort of come across to serve them. So it's cool we've done that little operation. And up to 60. There we go. Let's get a little shot. Then we get back into the cab and it'll just be Wellesley Farms right in front of us. Like, oops. Bit further up. Was it 2 miles? So it won't be too much further along to the first of the 3 Wellesley stops. I assume that is how you say it, Wellesley. No one's corrected me yet on saying Wellesley. Natick, that was, I was saying that wrong. It's Natick, not Natick. Or Natick. Natick. And here we are. So, not that bright. Whoa, not that one. Here we are. I think we are right to the end here. Yeah, we're right down to the end, so that's all good. And we're actually off the platform as well. It's one of those special stops. Cool. And here we are. Look at that, absolutely bang on. Couldn't get any better. So this is Wellesley Farms. And up next is Wellesley Hills. And we have lost a minute as well, so that's no good. Try and make it up. Takes so long to close the doors on this one though. There we go. It's ages. Don't roll back, don't roll back, don't roll back. Go, 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 go. There we go. Bit of a hill start. What's the cab light? Hang on, where's the cab light? Oh, there. There it is. So where's the light coming from? So Wellesley Hills ain't too much further along. In fact, you can actually already see it, I think. Don't know how well you can see it. No, you might be able to see it on the video, but I think you can already see it. Just about. Gazing in the, or glazing in the sun ahead. Let's go. Yeah, this is where the scenery is rather pretty. And it gets even prettier. Especially once we get past, was it West Natick? After that, you get all of the lakes. Beautiful. Right, get the brakes on. This is Wellesley Hills, which is a rather nice station. Yeah, you've got a 55. Oh yeah, we remembered that. In the last part, I'm pretty certain there's a 55 at Wellesley Hills, and which there is. It's sort of a sneaky one, this one. Look, there it is there. Got to go past again. Keep the bell on, warn the rocks of our impending arrival. Here we are, spot on again. So it's a fairly straightforward train to drive, this variant of the F40. The Dash 2, the PH-2, that one is a nightmare. The one on Peninsula Corridor, but this one, easy. No lap brakes, just that. It's easy. Right, next up is Wellesley Square. Watch it leaving. Sort of a nice station to watch the departure from. It's got the new horn as well, the new horn sound on this one over the Boston Providence one. Don't know, I mean it probably is more realistic. I don't know if it sounds as nice, especially from the inside. And we're off. Still yet to try guard mode or conductor mode at some point. To be honest, like, I only really would want to do guard mode, or at least it only really interests me for the UK routes. But we will give it a go on here at some point. I would say actually, I mean guard mode or conductor mode, whatever you want to call it, actually just works the best for UK routes. I mean, it almost seems like it was made for UK stuff. Like the whole sort of ticket design is the UK ticket design. You get to obviously open the local doors, close doors, buzz the driver. Whereas on these routes, it's not. Well, at least on San Bernardino, it's quite basic, really. It's just put your key on, go out, go back in, and then like go highball out or highball over. So it's not as cool. And the German one's alright, but again, that's fairly straightforward. You get a whistle on that one. That's cool. Be cool if they can get guard mode on the 375 for southeastern high speed. That would be cool, because you've got stations quite frequently on there, so sort of keep you on your toes. Anyway, here we are. Next station stop. The last of the Wellesleys. Don't know who's done guard mode on here. Anyone done it yet? And if so, what's it like on this route? Oh, one of the guard modes which will be cool to do is on the West Coast Main Line, the one by Just Trains. As you'll be able to stick your head out the window as the train's leaving. So that'll be cool. At least for the in the Mark 3s. Is it Mark 3s or Mark 2s? I can't remember. Here we are. No, I think it's Mark 3s we're getting on there. Right, let's do the doors. Cool. Again, about a minute and a half late. So it was being quite nice at the beginning, the timetable. Now it's being horrible. Doors shut. It'll take a while on this one as well. Right, let's go. So Natick Centre next. Get that off. Just like no point having the bell on, as you already like past the platform. Yeah, I'm off. We get another little screenshot. Yeah, we get another one. So hopefully we'll do another video on the F40 at some point, as there is a couple of freight services you can do with this train. It actually passed us on our Boston bound video, I think in part 3, at Newtonville. Yeah, we got passed by an F40PH-3. I think it had an GP38-2 in the middle, then another F40PH-3, and then loads and loads of flat cars. That was a weird sight, but cool. Up to 60. Yeah, there you go. You start seeing all the lakes now. It's lovely out this way. Really pleasant. I don't think anyone's answered the question yet. Are these lakes man-made or are they natural? There's just quite a lot of them. And as sort of, I suppose it's all mostly uphill from Boston. I assume all of these sort of basically form Boston's water supply. So yeah, are they sort of man-made lakes / reservoirs, or are they natural? That's my question to the chat. Put it in the comments if you're watching on the premiere and it's in the live chat. Probably won't see it. Lovely. That shouldn't be too far. It's only what, 2 miles? There we go. Come on, Natick, show yourself. I think it's in the cutting, isn't it? Natick Centre. So yeah, it should be coming up fairly soon. I think I can see it. Yeah, I think it's coming up. Oh, hang on. Whoa, it's here. That loaded in rather late. That loaded in really late. That's not good. Actually loaded in at the last second. Oh, whoa. Okay. That's not good if it's going to load in that late. Where are we stopping? There's no marker, so I assume just at the end of the platform. Yeah, that literally loaded in at the last second. I think we had the same issue on the other side as well for Natick Centre. Right, so let's get the door shut here at Natick Centre. Yeah, doors are closing. If you've noticed it, well spotted already. Wait for the doors to shut. And then we got West Natick up next. Right, let's get going. Let's get that off, and let's go. Doors are all shut. And yes, all of a sudden we have a single decker coach behind us. What's happened? How we got a single decker coach behind us? Unfortunately, I was about halfway between here and West Natick, and my console, not the game, my console literally just died. Like, it just went. It didn't even say like shutting down. It didn't freeze. It just literally went black screen. That was it. It was dead. Like, power. It didn't turn on for about 10 minutes. The PS5. So I got a sneaky suspicion it might have overheated. Strange, but yeah. So I've been sat for about 20 minutes trying to spawn in an F40. Hang on, 20. Why is it 20 here? Why is it 20 all of a sudden? That can't be right, can it? That's oh no, apparently it is right. All of them are on. Apparently it's 20 here. I'm not entirely sure about that. There you go. Okay, maybe it had to configure itself. What was I saying? Yeah, because the F40 is quite a rare spawn. The HSP46 you'll see most of the time. So it took me about 20 minutes just for an F40 to spawn. So I thought, I'm not going to chance it and wait for another one. So I thought, we'll just do this one. So we do have a slightly different coach behind us all of a sudden. But anyway, let's forget about that. We're coming up to, well, in the Natick area, which, I mean, look at this. This is just beautiful. And on this part, we still will continue along to Ashland, which is just after Framingham. Cool thing is, though, with the edges to the lake, they've actually done a pretty good job. As the sort of foliage and veg actually goes into the water, it doesn't just end abruptly and then you've got like a bland and barren bit. Because that's what happened a lot of the time on these routes where you sort of had rivers and stuff. The foliage wouldn't actually go, as it does in real life, it sort of basically goes into the river. It just, you had foliage and then just a gap and then the water. Which just looked, well, not natural. So they've sorted that, so that's good. I think Dovetail Barn was one of the first routes where you sort of actually had foliage and veg in the water, which looked great. There's another service there. What you got on that one? Is that a single at the front? No, no, it's a double. Yeah, double, and then you got a single, and then I'll have to mix though. I mean, yeah, some services like R1 were just all doubles. And then sometimes, no, you do get full singles. I think that CTC3 video we did, I think all of them on there were all singles. So you can get some in which they're all singles, all doubles, or a mix. Right, there should be West Natick coming up. Little blast to the horn, letting know we're on the way. I doubt you'd probably... I mean, would you have many people getting on at this time of day going this way? Maybe to Framingham. That's probably about it. Cool. Here we are. Oh, we'll have to go right down the end here as you've got the raised platform. So the aim is to try and get a door of 2 coaches. Yeah, 1 door of 2 coaches onto that accessible bit. So you've got to go all the way down the end. You would have thought they might have made the accessible area sort of halfway along the platform, but no. Well, I suppose that would be a bit weird. Or would look a bit peculiar. Here we are. This is West Natick. I'm getting good at driving this thing. Here we are. Apart from us being a little bit late, but I mean that's fine. Lateness is better late than never, as they say. Cool. Right, doors shut, and up next will be Framingham, which we'll do there basically now. Obviously, that's not happening. Let's go. Cool. But no, good to be. It's just fun playing the route. I'm just updating this thingy on YouTube. There we go. That's done. Yeah, it's one of those routes I'm enjoying. Yeah, like San Bernardino. Like there's some routes you just don't. Like, I'll get and I'll play and I'll be like, it's not great. Or at least not my thing. Yeah, San Bernardino was one of them where it was sort of just like, it's alright, but not what I like. What other routes have there been where it's just like I'm not really a big fan of them? I'm trying to think. I mean, San Bernardino, the route itself, as mentioned earlier, is really, really good. The quality, apart from the motorway section, and there's a few bits on there which are a bit like, but for the most part, the scenery on San Bernardino is good. But yeah, the route itself and sort of the area it's just not my thing. Whereas this route is like perfect for me. What are the other routes which are a bit like iffy for me? I've got to try and think now. Think back to TSW4. Can't think of any off the top of my head. Right, we have got that 30 coming up. You see it's starting to come down now. So we're yeah, pop that down. Cool. But no, this route is just like great. Like piques my interest. Across the crossing, it's now 30, so let's acknowledge that. Keep the bell on as you've got another crossing just along there. And then we come into Framingham station. Good old Framingham. What a place. No idea what that signal means. I mean, it's got a green on it, so that's good enough. Although on this route you've got the system there, so if there's a red light coming up, you'll basically be emergency braked. Right, this is Framingham. Again, yeah, I think we have to go a bit further down for this one as well. Because you've got the accessible hump. So yeah, this is the place where a fair few services will terminate. I mean, this is like the halfway point of the route. It doesn't feel like the halfway point. It feels like you're much closer to Worcester, but it is the halfway point, distance-wise. But time-wise, you are, well, this is 2/3 of the way, or almost 2/3 of the way. I mean, Ashland's 2/3 of the way. You go way past it. Look at this. Here we are. This is Framingham. Oh, wait, hang on. Where's the blimmin'? There it is. There's the external cam. Got a nice station there. And you got the freight terminal, or sort of freight yard over there, which quite often you will see freight trains bashing and doing their thing in there. There's one and a few in there at the moment. Right, up next is Ashland. Right, let's go. Cool, and at Ashland we will finish part 2 of the journey. Part 2 of 3. Because yeah, if we did it all as one massive video, it takes quite a while to upload. Which yeah, for the first look's alright, but I sort of say saves a bit of time breaking it up as well. Massive lake there. Love it. Right, up to 30 and then shortly up to 60. Oh, talking about freight, there's a freight train there. Oh no, it's another yard. But freight stuff. And again, for the freight on this route, you do need, what routes do you need? Sandpatch Grade, Horseshoe Curve, and Cajon Pass. That will give you just 2 freight services. If you want all of the freight services, you also need Sherman Hill with the BNSF SD70 ACE. I believe I am correct in thinking that. Oh, there is a freight train rolling out there. Cool. So we'll be sort of racing that. I reckon we win. Let's get that up. Cool. But then yeah, for part 3, there's not really many stations really. It's well, we'll already be at Ashland, so it's what, Southborough, Westborough, Grafton and Worcester, and that's it. Although between Grafton and Worcester it's about 10 minutes or so. It's quite slow. It's not a fast bit. Look at this, it's cool. Racing the freight. It's all about passenger stuff. Get a little photo once we overtake this slow CSX freight train. Have a little honk coming through. Lovely. Oh, actually, let's try and get a little shot of that. Actually, that will be all right. Little cheeky overtake in progress. Lovely. Cool. And again, scenery. Look at this. Massive sort of chunky river or lake next to us. Cool. So it's almost tempting to come back and play the Train Sim Classic version of this route, just to see how it compares. I've never driven the train, because the Train Sim Classic version of this route runs from Springfield to Boston, but we've only ever done Springfield to Worcester. We've not gone on to this part, so it'll be interesting to see how it was in the 70s, as I think that's when that route's set on Train Sim Classic. That's not too far along to Ashland. So I don't think it is. That's supposed to be sort of the outskirts of it, or part of it. Little river there. Come on, Ashland, where are you? We're still ages away. It will be here soon. Soonish. A bit further. We've got a crossing here. So do the correct crossing codes. There's a couple actually, yeah, a couple of crossings. So we keep the bell on. Hopefully you guys can actually hear the audio okay. Yeah, it should be alright. I think. Hopefully. Let's get that off. Come on, Ashland. Was it by that bridge? Yeah, I think it is. Yeah, it's coming up to it now. Yeah, here's Ashland. So this will be the end of part number 2. And then we go on to the last bit of taking this train up to Worcester, or along to Worcester. Here we are. Now do we have to go past it this one? I think we do a little bit. Yeah, no, we will have to, because you've got the accessible bit at the on that side. But you've got to be careful, because if you're going back the other way towards Boston, you stop on the platform. So obviously, well, the accessible bit's here at most of the stations on the Worcester side. Yeah, it'll do. Right, here we are. This is Ashland. So that does conclude part 2 of the journey. Hopefully everyone has enjoyed it. Links can be found in all of the usual places: Discord, PayPal, merch store. Feel free to come back to part 3 to see the rest of our journey over to Worcester. Apart from that, thanks for coming in. Hopefully we'll see you next time. See you all. Take care. Bye guys.